It started May 22, 1819, when three men from Nashville named Overton, Winchester, and Jackson founded Memphis as part of a real estate venture. We weren't even a part of Tennessee, but the state of Carolina. Cotton was king, picked by slaves, and hauled away by the mighty Mississippi River. The city chugged along, growing even more when the railroad was built. That is, until the Civil War tore the city apart. The Confederacy had a stronghold initially, but when Union soldiers took control, thousands of slaves and their families fled to Memphis. And that created tensions between blacks and whites. And although the city was starting to grow again during Reconstruction, it wasn't black and white, but something yellow that once again tested the city's soul. Mosquitoes brought yellow fever to Memphis. It ravaged the city. In just 1 month, 75% of the city either fled or died. Memphis went bankrupt and lost its charter for 14 years. But it was a wealthy black businessman named Robert Church who helped save Memphis. He was the first to invest his own money so Memphis could pay off its debt and get its charter back. It started another comeback period. The hardwood lumber industry was growing almost as fast as cotton. We discovered our famous artesian aquifer as a clean source for water, and the first bridge was built across the Mississippi River. Memphis business and culture were on the rise. Beale Street gave birth to blues greats like W.C. Handy, who also happened to write a campaign song for a new candidate who would be like no other, prior or since. For 50 years, E.H. Boss Crump was a boss in every respect, ushering in a prosperous time for Memphis, but so powerful he ran the city even when he wasn't mayor, actually telling other mayors what to do, telling Nashville lawmakers what laws to pass, and he had the ear of presidents, especially FDR, winning millions in funding for Memphis. Although no one would accuse Boss Crump of being a progressive on racial issues, he did work to have relationships with the black community. But he died just as the civil rights movement was getting started, and leaders after him only stoked tensions. Memphis was mired in division. The sanitation strike, the most obvious, ugly, and avoidable example, leading to the assassination of Martin Luther King that paralyzed the city. Many say that stagnation still looms today, exacerbating problems with poverty, public education, and crime. But despite those challenges, Memphis made the map as a city of kings. In our last century, Dr. King tragically lost his life here. Countless musicians like B.B. King made it here, including the king of rock and roll. And don't forget about wrestling's Jerry the King Lawler.
And Lawler returns the favor. Hey.
We also became a city for kings of commerce and innovation, like St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, AutoZone, and of course, FedEx. Names known worldwide. Beale Street went from empty to the state's largest grossing tourist attraction. And in 2004, FedEx Forum became home to the NBA Grizzlies. With billions now being invested or planned for downtown and elsewhere, Memphis is entering its third century with more promise than it has had since celebrating its first 100 years. It was not an easy journey, and there's a lot of water under the bridge. But Memphians know that's what makes it a special place to live.